Clap your hands, everybody. The Philadelphia 76ers with a huge W over the New York Knicks, 125-114. Postgame live here with Pat the Gobbler from Ambler. Pat Bernard, welcome me to your guys' show. Pleasure to be here. And then Mitch Kofsky from Hardcore Sports Network. Mitch, are you excited? How you feeling?
I did not like how Embiid started off the game with those fouls.
Oh, no, stop. We just got a W, and you're going to come here with, I didn't like
I was going to say at the end, I like the way how he finished with the third quarter.
That your first reaction isn't that. Come on.
Hey, we got the dub. Thank God. And Martin telling me to shut up. So there you go.
Pat, how we feeling?
How we feeling? Come on, guys. Let's just hit the showers now. Let's go. Listen, a 50 burger. Come on. You just dropped on a team that's been pummeling you for the past couple of days, has embarrassed you, already calling for the Celtics, already trying to look past you. This is what happens when you look past the 76ers, because you pissed off an angry 7-foot monster, and the Joel Embiid you came into his playground now. You're in his backyard, and he made you pay for it. See, I was listening to good old, me and Mitch were talking about this. I think this was a Broad Street bully type move in the very beginning. Did he get nasty? Did he get, look like, oh, this is stupid by him? No, it's smart. He was immediately got in their heads by getting physical. And after that, what did he do? He dropped a 50 burger that they didn't even have an answer for. Like I said this plenty of times on this podcast, a 63% Joel Embiid is better than the rest of the NBA, and he just proved it here tonight. He was the best man on the floor, and he's got a bum wheel, and he's still the best player on the field on the court. Come on.
Well, we'll jump into some comments here quickly as they're firing away. Are you not
entertained?
Yeah. We
Whip
are
them out.
Entertained. Big shots Embiid. He erupted in that third quarter and fourth quarter as well.
I like the eruption.
Shut up, Mitch. I agree. Shut up, man. I was with it. You're bringing the negativity from the intro.
Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to be that guy. Someone has to be that guy. So why not me?
Rashid's with you. Salute.
Yeah, that's my guy, Rashid, man.
Big fan of greasing the poles there.
Slow down. Ref's still trying to rob us, period. We playing the Knicks and the refs. I think the refs are a lot better tonight. But, hey, this game started off early. The Sixers initially were ready to rock in the first quarter. They were getting those 50-50 balls. At the end of the first quarter, it was 4 offensive rebounds to none. But then we get to the second quarter, and the Sixers seemed to, pump the brakes, and the Knicks attacked. They end up leading the quarter 58-55 at the end of the quarter, and those same offensive rebounds that were 4-0 were now 7-6. So that's a huge point in this series and a huge miss there, and you can see why the Sixers went down. It went to 7-6, so they lost they were at 4-0, so what's that, 7-2 to the quarter. Third quarter, though, you live by the 3, you die by the 3, and the Sixers certainly lived by the 3. 5 threes by Embiid. Campaign hit 3. The threes were just draining galore, if you will. And fourth quarter, they were just able to hold on. So first off, let's start off. First takeaways here. I'll start with you, Mitch. You did a watch party, right, tonight? Correct?
I do a live play-by-play for every Sixers playoff game. So, yeah.
So let's go with you first. How are your thoughts on the game overall? Not the whole game. Now, don't just pick the one friggin' negative that there is, which you tried to pull there.
It's the three-point shooting for me. It's the three-point shooting and getting to the free throw line. For the last couple of games, we have not been getting to the free throw line. Today, Embiid was doing his thing, attacking the rim, trying to get to that line, and that helped us out so much. It's that free throw line is crucial. Gotta go to that free throw line.
And he was knocking down threes like he was Reggie Miller as well. There's a lot of complaints about Joel Embiid being on the perimeter, and I agree with them for the most part. But I think in this day and age, 4 to 5 attempts from 3 is okay for a center. If you're hating on that, you're kind of back in the 80s, 90s. This guy I don't how many did we finish with 3 points for Joel Embiid? He was
5. Yeah, 5.
of 7, 5 of 7 from 3. So right above my number, 7 attempts, and he hit 5, 19 of 21 from the line, 13 of 19 from the field. Outstanding game, 50 points. Joel, the process, Embiid. Let's pump it over to you, Pat. Initial reaction.
I thought it was great. Again, from start to bottom. Again, kind of back and forth, seesaw kind of action. The second quarter, like you mentioned, kind of slowed things down. Knicks looked like they were engaged in the second quarter, getting their shots. And whenever they had some spacing on the floor, they took full advantage of it, getting some rebounds. They were making the best of it. So again, still the Sixers weren't out of it. And then that second half, right out the shoot, you saw it. You saw the work between the whole team. Maxey just, he hits the pullback 3. Okay, Brunson, you want to hit an open shot? We could do the same, but better. Maxey was, aggressive, getting some steals, come up, taking the ball to the rack, no problem. And there was no one to stop him. And then with all that being said, like you said, there's Joel Embiid picking part wherever it was like the 3-point contest. And my man was at the corner. My man was at the top of the key, other side of the corner, wherever he was at. He was just draining threes all day long, and it was really, really nice to see. Again, Kelly Oubre being aggressive, passing transition, all that stuff. Getting guys like Tobias Harris wide open underneath the net. Try and get him in the game. Trying make things happen. So again, the way he wants his attack is obviously Joel Embiid, Maxey, Kelly Oubre, Cameron Payne off the bench delivering. So again, it's all you can ask for from this team. And then look, they went on a nice stretch by halfway through the third. Towards the end of it, they had a nice stretch lead, and they fully took over. And by then, the Knicks were cashed out.
Going into the third quarter, the Sixers were 29% from 3, and the Knicks were at 50% from 3. As the game ended, the Sixers end 48.4% from 3. And the Knicks end at 43.3% from 3. So the 3 ball was no doubt the difference in this game tonight. And it as I said, you live and die by the 3. If you live by it, though, you're probably going to win the game. Cam Payne was huge off the bench, as you said. 4 from 7 for the field, 3 for 4 from 3. And he gave you a nice 16 minutes there. I expected DeAnthony Melton to play tonight. He did not. And Cam Payne filled in there and not filled in. He's been filling in, but actually filled that role that I thought would Melton would have, and very successfully. Mitch, thoughts on Cam Payne?
Where was he in game 2? That's just my question. Where is he in game 2?
Stop. Thoughts on Cam Payne in game 3?
No, because the reason I'm saying that because he went off in this game from 3. And we needed that last game, but for this game, I'm going to spoil alert, he's going to be my player of the game if you guys don't take him. Just for him starting out, like 3 in a row. Give me Cameron Payne, bro. He should have been playing a lot longer.
Quentin, check it in. I feel like your YouTube name changes all the time here, Quentin, but it's Tech Quentin now. And right. Payne should take minutes from Buddy. And he did actually take minutes from Buddy. Buddy ended tonight with 4 minutes on the floor. Cam Payne 16. So you're ahead of the game there.
He takes biases.
Steve Fuentes checking in. Tobias has been solid for defensively.
My man Steve.
And he has been committing himself to the offensive rebounds. He's missing those easy layups as he usually does. But I know the contract thing about it. We can deal with some of it if he can actually play defense and get offensive rebounds for us. Cam Payne was huge in that third. That guy off the bench. I agree, Steve. Like, that was the game changer. I'm going through, writing my notes as I go through it, and I'm like, holy crap. Cam Payne is the game changer. Agree with you there. Payne made shots. No doubt about that. Who else tonight was great? Tyrese Maxey. 9 of 21 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, but 25 points. And I felt like he had more control of tonight's game. It wasn't he picked his spots and he knocked down big shots in the correct times as opposed to just kind of not feeling the game. I felt like he had control of the game. He was the point guard on the court, the coach on the court tonight. I'll start with you, Pat. There, how are we feeling about Tyrese Maxey tonight?
Again, a world of difference. Again, he actually had a solid game throughout. Again, 11 points in the first half. Just like you said, just picking the shots, hitting the pullback threes, and just being aggressive, especially in that second half. He came out aggressive, stealing balls, taking the balls to the hoop, taking the balls to the cup. Again, just attacking, and he didn't think twice about passing in transition. He really got guys open on the perimeter. Again, just going right to the big man. He made that one pass where it looks like he was coming in for a layup, and he makes that behind the pass right to Joel Embiid, and he knocks down three. So again, terrific game from from Maxey tonight. I loved it. Again, bring it for Sunday. Just bring it Sunday.
Kelly Oubre, another good game tonight. I'll say good. +7. I don't really like the plus minus when it comes down to NBA, but 15 points, 2 of 4 from 3, 6 of 8 from the field, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Erratic at times, as Kelly Oubre is. Mitch, Kelly Oubre.
Not exactly one of his best games out there. He tried to hold Brunson to the best he can, but Brunson just had one of those games that we saw him having. And Kelly Oubre is just one of those games, man. He just couldn't get the shot to fall. He was doing okay, but not exactly a best showing.
Yeah, and it's funny you bring up Brunson because the talk is, hey, we lost 2 games and we kept Brunson under control. Brunson goes off tonight, 3 of 7 from 3, 49 points, 13 assists, and the Sixers win. So it's pretty funny how, Brunson was under control 2 games. We lose. He goes off. We win. But who did fall off and who will continue to fall off? Dante DiVincenzo, because he is inconsistent. He's not a consistent player. And he had 5 points tonight. 0 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2, played 28 minutes. I'll start with you, Pat, I guess. Do you think the Sixers adjusted defensively to Dante DiVincenzo, or do you think DiVincenzo just cold night?
Again, another cold night. He wasn't getting his shots. Joel Embiid was inside his head. You saw the confrontation between the two on the floor. So it was already there. And plus, like I said, makes those clutch shots. Like you said, it's way more consistent, and he's way overlooked for what he is. And now, it's a shame because I was telling Mitch before we went live, like that Jay Wright team that we praised for 3 straight years of DiVincenzo, and it's being all washed away. Now I just see him as a New York Knick, and I just want to step on his foot and punch him square in the face. Like he's got that hate the face already for me, and I can't stand it already. I don't know if it's because he's got that jersey on or whatnot, but it's already driving me there as a pure rivalry for the future to come. So yeah, that's what it does for me. And like I said, he's way overlooked than what he has. It's again, he was already Joel Embiid got inside of his head, and that's how it played out.
Well, DiVincenzo is actually a local kid too. Went to Sleazy Adams in Delaware, yeah. But yeah, I agree. My Nova love, I'm starting to hate. It's starting
to wash away.
But let's move over to Josh Hart for you, Mitch. Josh Hart, the whole game plan is don't let Josh Hart shoot, or let Josh Hart shoot. I'm sorry. Let him shoot. My man was 4 of 8 from 3 again, dropped 20. It's a perfect example. He was a negative 13 plus minus. Plus minus is the worst stat to use in NBA ever. Dropped 20, 8 of 16 from the field. Do we have to start guarding Josh Hart?
Maybe just because he's knocking down the 3. Once you're knocking down the 3, you got to respect his shot. So if he's fire, put a hand up, man. Put a hand up. This is the guy, when he's on fire, he's going to be on fire for the next couple games. He's going to keep on hitting his shots, keep on going. And that's it. We just got to figure out how to slow him down.
Steve checking in. The pace of game doesn't change when Payne comes in for Maxey, so the offense can continue to flow. It doesn't skip a beat, and tonight showed it. Yeah, as long as someone else is handling the ball, though, Steve, because there's a couple times campaign just kind of chills on the outside, which I'm fine with as long as we got Lowry in. DeAnthony Melton back in the lineup would be great because you could have DeAnthony Melton to campaign or campaign handling it, but campaign was absolutely outstanding tonight. Forget about this game. We need the next one. Well, Todd, we're going to enjoy tonight. Can I enjoy tonight? Are we always on to the next one? This was a good win. We're so much better than this New York team. I agree. And you know what's cool about Sunday? 1 o'clock, 77 degrees. So if you have a TV, an extra TV, I'd pull it outside wherever you have. If you have a deck, you have a yard, you have a patio, you don't have any of that. You just have a street. Put that thing out, put the cones out, and watch that game at 1 o'clock, 77 degrees. And it could be fun. Could be a Sunday fun day.
You read my mind there, Freddie. You could just get your lawnmower done at noon. You sit out there, like you said, have the TV out like old school on your porch, have your man hammers hanging out with no T-shirt on, and you just had to, sit there with a nice iced tea and you just watch some Sixers hoops.
Howie's on the phone coming in from perfect segue, my friend, because actually, while Howie's on the phone, we have a live draft show going on with EOP right now. And if you're not listening to us, even if you are listening to us and you're bored with us, jump into this live draft show. Go to EOP on YouTube. Scroll down. You got David Nees, Ryan Reese, Shane Haff, Mark Henry Jr., Chris Dibes. Guys, these are the up-and-coming stars of NFL draft coverage. Tune in. If you don't want to hear the generic ESPN, the generic NFL, these guys are young, ready to rock, actually watching this stuff, breaking it down to the best of their abilities. Go tune in, and here's the best part. If you comment, they'll respond. Get your questions in. Tune in right now. If you want to listen now, I encourage you to stay tuned. But if you want to get to the NFL draft, mute that ESPN NFL draft stuff and listen to these guys. Great coverage by Shane Haff, Mark Henry, Dives, Ryan Reese, and David Neese. Neese and Reese kind of rhyme. I might be saying it wrong. Is it? I might have it wrong. I don't want to butcher it any further. But
it's all right. I do it all the time.
What do we got left here? We got you guys. Player of the game. And I'm new to the post-game show, and I appreciate you guys having me. Well, I did do post-game shows before. Mitch had to drop off for some certain reasons, but we will jump into, I'm trying to find it here, the player of the game. So do we... Pat.
You. No, I'm wide awake. I'm looking at the comments, and my man Mitch said his internet crashed. I think I know what happened. My man downloaded the wrong NFL draft, and he's watching the wrong birds. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, he's watching ESPN and some other stuff instead of EOP.
Oh, I thought he was watching.
To ensure the hold on, before we get into the player of the game, I want to address this thing. Todd, I think we lived by the 3 tonight, and that's not a case we can do. Historically, we're not. If you live by the 3, you'll die by the 3. We will die by the 3. Embiid is not going to hit threes at that clips, and neither is campaign. So I think we need to attack the paint and do what we did defensively, and we'll be fine. And realize that DiVincenzo and Hart aren't going to hit like they did game 1 and game 2. That's my opinion there. But who, Pat Bernard, is your player of the game?
Oh, man, you're going to give me the layup. I'm going to have to go with Joel Embiid. again, you kind of mentioned about he's not going to get those same threes as he did tonight. But however, you saw it. He's not going to go crashing the boards. He's already got, he's got a leg that's at 63%. But my man can just jack threes whenever he feels like it. And look, for him to hit 5, it's no brainer. So, but for tonight, he's my player of the game. Again, dropping 50 burger and with the health condition and the state of the mind he's in, the health that he has. Again, just played a phenomenal game. Just, again, second half, dropping 5 threes, no doubt. Again, still getting bored, still doing his thing, still playing Joel Embiid basketball. Give me Joel Embiid up and down. Way to get physical. Way to get in, the Knicks' face. Way to just get into their minds. Way to just own real estate into their foreheads now. Now all of a sudden, now they're concerned about the big man. So, again, 63% Joel Embiid is better than the rest of the NBA. Give me Joel Embiid tonight.
Love it. 50 points. As you said, easy layup, but yes, the 3 ball, 5 of 7 from 3. Joel Embiid, but my I guess we can't do the same. Player of the game, I'll say the secondary player of the game was definitely know that about campaign because he came off the bench and provided the spark we needed. 4 of 7 from 3, or I'm sorry, 3 of 4 from 3. And he was just some energy off the bench. It was just good to see. It was good to see. And I think without that energy, you may get into a 1-point game down the stretch where we tend to choke. We do tend to choke. Quentin checking in. Oh, agree with me. I love it. I love it. Spirit. I love Spirit. Jashiri Krishna. What's up, guys? Quentin Mitchell. Listen, Barry. Love the comment here. But you need to take that comment, go to YouTube, search Edge of Philly Sports, and go find the draft show. And pop that thing in, and they will jump all over it, okay? And you're here with the 38 vertical too. I hear you. Nooms, come on. All right, kill me.
Come on,
You're
brother.
upset. You're upset. We're up 2-1.
He might be talking.
Or down 2-1.
He might be talking about
we won 1.
He might be talking about the draft. So
I'm not paying attention to the draft.
No, neither am I. I've been focused on the Sixers all night.
I know the answer to this, but Tobias checked out 5 games ago. Listen, Todd.
He checked out 5 years ago.
He didn't check out 5. Come on, guys. Listen. Tobias Harris has played good basketball, not $40 million a year basketball for the last, 4 years. This last 2 months has been epically bad. Bad. But the last 2 games, the last person that has a problem is Tobias Harris. You guys want to see points. This guy has played good D, attacked the boards, and had multiple good offensive rebounds to keep this team in games. So though that is not worth his contract, I agree. He's not benchable at this point. He is providing. And I see you shaking your head here, Pat. How do you disagree with that?
No, Fred, because I can't go down that avenue. He doesn't do anything for me. Again, the contract is always going to outweigh his production, no matter what. I get you. He gets defense, he gets rebounds. I get it, but still, get yourself open. You're applying. You make the most on the team. You should be able to put up. You have 33 minutes and only 8 buckets or 4 buckets, something like that. You should be a little bit more. Helping Joel Embiid there tonight. I mean, you give me nothing. It's just no. I can't go down that avenue. I'm ready. Listen, give me Ricky Council and give me anybody. Give me Cameron Payne's minutes and sub that for Max Harris's. But I understand he's not going to do that because his contract says you can't bench me. I understand. It's whatever. So, but listen. This was a great game, nonetheless. An honorable mention should get player of the game as well. It's like I said, Tyrese Maxey for having an ultimate great game. Just being aggressive, just doing his thing, hitting his pullback jumpers, hitting those things, and being a warrior. How about the time during the game where I believe it was Robinson who fell on his leg, and it looked like it was going to be a nasty injury, and he got up and shook it off, and he came right back into it. I mean, the kid's a hustler, the kid's aggressive, he's a warrior, just hitting his shots. I loved everything from Tyrese Maxey tonight as well.
Well, if you have an injury and a personal law injury, I got the guy for you. And his name is David R. Cherry, Esquire. Workers' compensation, motor vehicle accidents, personal injury criminal law. Call him right now. I know it's 10:54 p.m. Leave him a voicemail right now. 610-565-0300. Prank call him, but leave your number so he can call you back because you might have an issue. www.cherryinjurylaw.com. Bouncing off of that, we got Wiffle Ball Madness Saturday, May 23rd. The Crucker is coming to Delco. Wiffle Ball Mania. Dolan's Bar presents the Dolan Spring Classic. Mickey Morandini will be there as well. And I'll tell you, Mickey Morandini talks some crap. I'm from Collingdale, Pennsylvania. We have orange and blue hats with a C on it. And one of the pitchers pitching had that hat, and he flipped out at him because he thought it was a Cubs hat. So he will definitely address that. But go check everyone out. And we are here live. Back to the OP.
Freddie, I got to ask you a question, my friend. Kyle Lowry, is this like the most engaged he's looked as far as playoff production-wise, as far as being with Toronto, being with the Heat? I feel like this has been the most he's been engaged. I don't know if it's because he's playing for Philly, his hometown. I don't know what it is. Maybe he likes playing with JoJo. I don't know, but this is like the most I've seen him. Maybe he's talking on that veteran leadership and like, this is my locker room. I'm going to show the younger guys what to do and all that stuff. But it just seems like he's more engaged, and maybe he just wants to walk out finally in his career. If he could somehow, the Sixers could somehow do it, run away in the sunset with a championship this year. Maybe this is it for him. You know, this is my last stomping ground, coming back home and trying to win something home for here.
Pat, I would say he's been engaged, and that's his MF. The only thing he can't do is score like he used to score. So I think he's engaged. He was engaged with the Heat, but they obviously thought he wasn't as engaged as you're saying. But like, he's been like this his whole career. He's a bulldog. He gets down. He plays D. And now, if the shots are falling, I feel like people will be more happier. But they're not. But tonight they fell a little bit. He was 1 for 3 from 3, 3 of 5 from the field. Dropped us 9.
Mm-hmm.
1 steal, 4 assists. I think he's just like more game manager on the court. And more importantly than that, I would re-sign him for next year. Tyrese Maxey needs to learn under Kyle Lowry as opposed to James Harden.
Because it just looked like his early years with Toronto, maybe by the second round, he was kind of checked out already. He didn't look like he gave it us all and so forth. But when I see him on this floor, on this team, maybe
I want to call you out, Pat.
Yeah, it's all right. I want to
call you out. He was fucking outstanding when he was on Toronto. And his early years were with the Houston Rockets. And he had bad stats. And guess who clubbed him? Daryl Morey. No. He was on another team. I'm sorry. I apologize. Daryl Morey was the GM for the Houston Rockets. Clubbed him for Rayful Austin. Everyone's like, what was the trade? And then he killed it on the Rockets and moved his way to the Raptors. So
Raptors. No, but when I saw him playing for playoff time, a lot of the problems people were pulling the blame because he wasn't hustling enough and all that. But I don't know. Like I said, maybe because I'm more being optimistic for him and all that stuff, because it's like I said, I know his career is winding down and all that stuff. And maybe I'm just getting on it. And this is the kind of veteran leadership that I expected Tobias Harris to have. And I see a lot more out of him and all that stuff. So I don't know. I mean, this is an exciting team. And like I said, it's a shame because I don't think we're going to get that Joel Embiid who's going to be able to crash the boards like he once did. I think his game is going to just be able to just shoot the lights out from the perimeter. And which I'm fine with it because he makes it. So it doesn't matter. He's that talented where it doesn't matter. You got 2 that you saw tonight. He was in double coverages and he was still shooting the lights out from the perimeter. It's amazing.
Good point, bring up, because that lights out from the perimeter will not continue. We know it. It might be 3 for 10, 3 for 7.
Yeah.
He just happened to hit those ones. So Steve jumping in here. Embiid actually has Bell's palsy. I'm surprised to hear that. Yo, I sent that text to my boys before we started, and he might have it, but he dropped 50. If he has Bell's palsy and he dropped 50 points tonight in a playoff game, bring me the Bell's palsy. And did you know Michael Jordan, to this point in his career, had 45 playoff wins. Pat, how much do you think
No.
Joel Embiid has?
Playoff wins? I'm going to go under 20.
47.
He's got 47 wins. Okay. Wow.
Two more than Michael Jordan.
You know,
And then, let me add this. The last player to score 45 plus in a game against the New York Knicks was
Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Who dropped 50 tonight? Who dropped 50 tonight?
Yes. Embiid. So maybe are you trying to say we're going to reinvent history here? We're going to go on this crazy run?
I'm trying to say for all you trade Embiid people.
Oh. Well, look no further. Go
to your partner on PM in the or not. I'm sorry,
yeah, he's
PM
dope.
in the AM.
He doesn't even watch hoops. He just has it just to start conversation. He has no clue about hoops. And this is why. When you make conversation like this, you obviously don't know anything about hoops. And I'm going to call Mel on Sunday.
Steve dropping in. Oh, dude, he drops these trade things every time on our show, and he never gives us a trade. I love Mike, though. He's awesome. Woj, breaking news.
Yes, yes.
This week. Bell's palsy dropped 50. Better than having MS. Yes, you're right about that. Palsy. Hey, should have dropped 100 with that. I don't know about that, Fats.
I don't know. I don't think that, like I said, I'm with you, Fred. I don't think the officiating was that bad. I think it was pretty much right down the middle.
Well, there is a game on Sunday. It's at 1:00. And if you need to get tickets, if you need them, I got a spot for you. Sherry's Tickets. Phillies save big at sherrystickets.com. Great prices, no hidden fees, sports, concerts, theater. Go to www.sherrystickets.com. Family owned and operated since 1946. And here's the catch. Go look at the fees on the other ones. Not the initial price. You got to go to the end and see where they add on the $50 per ticket fee. No fees here. The price you see is the price you get. And drop in that EOP10 code, you save 10% off. That's another 10%. $500, that's 50. Who knows what it is? But go to Sherry's Ticket Town, www.sherrystickets.com right now. Get those Sixers Game 4 tickets. Screw the other two. I'm saying it. Screw Ticketmaster. Screw StubHub. Go to Sherry's Tickets.
I think this thing is going to 7. I'm ready. Let's go.
It could go 7. You're very well. But let's do our Sixers post-game grades.
Don't you feel it? Sweetness and light for my restless spine. Please give me a way to escape this world gone astray. You could give me a little peace of mind in these troubled times.
That was like so peaceful.
Yes.
Dibes set that up. Shout out to Dibes, who's doing a live show right now. If you want to hear NBA draft stuff, you need to click off our show, go to EOP Sports on YouTube, hit the like, subscribe button, and go see the draft right now. Because Chris Dibes, Shane Half, Mark Henry Jr., Ryan Reese, and PHL from the Eagles, they're killing it right now. I had some ball busting here as we went through here. Let's find it.
What else is new?
Is Fats a Knicks fan?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think Fats is a Knicks fan. And Mr. Knicks fan,
My man's starting to reveal himself a little bit.
we cannot accept the end of game 2 and now bitch about game 3. Embiid should enter the NFL draft. Nice to have. All right. We have a Knicks fan, sir. We have a Knicks fan. Is Josh Hart going to keep hitting threes like this? Hey, I'm with you. We need to guard Josh Hart. I think he's in Madison Square Garden. He's in the Wells Fargo Center. These are both situations where he's 1,000% comfortable as a Nova, alum. So, yeah, I agree. The thought process to not guard him needs to change, and Nick Nurse needs to make that adjustment. Come back to Fats here. Embiid should enter the NFL draft. Why would he be a nice tackle? Oh, Fats. Can you tell us if you're a Knicks fan? Please tell me. Tell me.
Freddie, I think it's obvious. It's obvious my man's a Knicks fan.
I need to confirm.
Yeah, well, it's confirming, all right. I mean, I think you just spotted right on the radar. My man is a Knicks fan. But listen, Freddie, look, nonetheless, JoJo, whether Frats here wants to think this guy, whatever you want to make of him, you can't deny this man beat the brakes off this Knicks team single-handedly. Single-handedly. He dropped a 50 burger with a 63% left leg. Come on. Stop it. You're only hurting yourself. You know what I mean? This guy makes this whole team so much more better. His vision. Again, pull up from the perimeter at 7 foot. There's no one stopping him. This is free. This is something that you don't ever see before. You can never see before. Stop it. This guy is for real. And I love it. I love how that, again, this team is solid. So, again, listen, we got our saving grace. Let's go Sunday. Let's do this thing right here. Let's see about the score at the Wells Fargo Center.
Sunday Funday will be a good day because you got Sixers at 1, Phillies at 4.
Yes.
But the weather might make you think about Mother's Day. And you might have some stuff planned for Mother's Day, but how about the day before? And the day before, you should hit the Holiday Inn in Drexel Hill. People think this is like a hotel spot. It's not. It's got a huge outdoor deck. It's like, let's drink beers, let's party all day long. 5400 Fern Hill Boulevard, Drexel, PA. There will be a pre- and post-game Phillies game show. And please, if you're like, can you go out and support the EOP family? Go out there, hang out, drink beers, watch the show, and then, maybe get a free ticket giveaway in the 200 level, which is a level up from 100, but it's first row. Free. You just show up, sign up. Even if you, listen, let's show up. I have no interest in this at all. I just want to show up, drink one beer, drink one orange juice, whatever it is. Free entry. But show up, please. Big show. EOP Sports.
Yeah, you get to hang out with me, Matty B, the whole, the Fighting Finals team. Hang out with me, Matty B, Mike Laro, and Al, and our new guy Sal. So I highly suggest come on out, bring your wife, bring your spouse, good time. Again, like you said, put yourself in the running for those Phillies tickets. You don't know if you can walk out there, just a good time, and walk out with a pair of Philly tickets. Again, it's going to be going down. It's a good time to come out. I did the last one. We had a ball. Good stuff, man. Definitely come out and check it out.
Well, I've extended this show way too long than it needed to be. But before we end this thing, predictions for Game 4.
Final plugs. Yeah. Predictions, final plugs, and where you can find me, it's obvious. Final predictions for Sunday.
Pat, I'll get to the plugs.
My predictions. Okay, my predictions for Sunday. I think we're going to take this. I think it's going to be a little closer than what it was tonight, but I think we're going to win. I'll say 117. 117 to 115. 117 to 115. I think we win just by a bucket.
I think Sunday is going to be tough. I think the refs were on our side tonight, even though it seemed even. That should be the way it's played every game. But, yeah, I'm with you, Pat. We're going back to New York 2-2.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it 2-2. And before we close out tonight, let me address the amazing case we have here on Edgy Philly Sports. Trending in the AM every day in the AM. Football smack talk, party on broad, get processed, fighting's final. After every freaking game, the work, and Pat Bernard's part of that, the work that it takes. Imagine you're like working your full-time job, right? You work your full-time job. Then you take care of your kids. And then you go do a show at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. I mean, that alone, give us a look, hit a like, and share it for us. Because that's a ton of hard work. Trending in the AM, as I said, the attacking third. Fairway to Heaven, little golf action. Kelly Green Hour. Birds of the Route, Chalk Talk, Fighting's Final. On Wednesdays, Trending in the AM again. On the Shane page. Good addition there if you want to hear some Philly sports breakdown of the film. Philly Press Box Radio, old heads, best guests ever. Philly Press Box Radio, Edgy Philly Sports, Fighting Final, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Repeat of all those shows. Pat just fell asleep. I saw him like this.
Yes, because I'm reading some of the comments here. Listen. It's like I said, it's a good win. Let's take it. Let's take this back to New York. Let's head in there. Let's be in their minds. Like I said, if we take this one here, we mentally will have them on the ropes. They're not going to have an answer. And if they lose up there in New York, goodbye. It's all bring us the Celtics.
Well, we would get the Cavaliers or the Magic, but eventually the Celtics. But
I'm already listen. Yeah.
For Pat Bernard and Freddie Burns, we are out. Check in Sunday afternoon. And if you're listening, if you're still listening, we're closing this out. Please just X this out. Go right back in. Hear draft coverage, best draft coverage in the game. And has the Eagles picked yet, Pat?
I don't know. I'm nowhere near my remote. My kids stole my remote. I got Paw Patrol on.
Paw Patrol. Eagles.
Yes.
Eagles, please draft the corner. See you in a